Hi, I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and I'm here today with my daily video about some element of job search, which is today going to be about working with third-party recruiters and how to get on their radar. Now, what you may consider a recruiter may actually be like an agency. And by that, I mean a firm that basically responds to resumes that are sent to them. They are not out there aggressively trying to find people. They are not hunting down leaders and staff for organizations. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So I want to deal with all contingencies here. So in the traditional agency model, they receive a resume. They're trying to respond to it. They're trying to fill jobs. Great. And it doesn't matter which type you work with. Many contingency third-party recruiters, agents, I should say, are very effective in filling jobs. So how do you get on their radar? There's a couple of ways. Number one is you actually submit a resume that demonstrates you fit the job that they're trying to fill. You've seen an ad. It's the roadmap for what they're looking for. And you take a look at your resume and ask yourself, how does that really match up? Does it match up? Do I have the experience, but my resume doesn't really express it well? I need to fix the resume because that's going to be the benchmark by which they go. You can also get on their radar there are going to be times that they're going to contact you and say, hey, I'm doing a search for a client. Do you know someone? And being supportive of them. Now, if they get abusive and one particular recruiter calls you every day, 4 times a day for referrals, you just tell them, this is getting to be a little too much. I'm willing to help, but I'm not stupid. I've got a job to do. And it's not putting money in your pocket. I'm here to help. I'm willing to help, but why don't you send me an email with this information? Now, in the true recruiter model, they're out there hunting for you. They're trying to find you. Now, if you're working with or at a level where you're going to be dealing with a contingency firm or an executive firm, it really doesn't matter. Part of it is you want them to find you. And there's a number of easy ways to do it. Number one is you start being in situations where there's publicity about you. So, for example, you've written a book, you have an article, you have a number of articles, you've written a number of books. Firms are going to wind up looking for someone like that because they represent being an expert. Another instance, let's say you're not at that high level where you're an author and you have published material with a major publisher. Another thing that you can do is speak at conferences. You can be part of the program for a trade group where you're presenting on a subject. Doesn't have to be the most sophisticated presentation, but understand they'll find you through Google. Another way, your LinkedIn profile. There are recruiters who operate at that level who are looking through LinkedIn, and you need to demonstrate a keyword-rich LinkedIn profile where they're finding you based upon your experiences. They're seeing things in the profile, such as articles that you've written for LinkedIn, connections to podcasts where you've been interviewed, or perhaps PowerPoints on SlideShare that help firms recognize and help recruiters recognize, I should say, that you're not the average individual. By doing these PowerPoints and putting them up on SlideShare and connecting them to your LinkedIn profile, it's a great way to stand out from the pack and demonstrate that you're an expert. Have a website where you have your resume. Have a blog on that website where you talk about not your family, but professional matters. These are all great ways for discovery to occur because understand, a real headhunter is out there trying to find you, and they're looking for people in ways where they're not trying to find you on LinkedIn most of the time. They may use LinkedIn to correlate, but they're using Google to try and find people who will impress their client just by the fact that there was PR about them, that they present it, a whole host of things along these lines. So I want you to think of your career as a business. And in doing so, when you look at what businesses do to be discovered, it's not just advertising that they do, because there are a lot of places that don't advertise that you go to, right? And it's not just purely because you've seen them in your neighborhood that you're buying. After all, the first time you shopped on Amazon, you never heard of them before, right? And had no idea what to expect. But you went to Amazon and had a great experience. Again, you want to be discovered and put yourself in the position to be discovered. That will go a long way toward being discovered by third-party recruiters. And again, if you're working at the agency level with someone who only responds to resumes that are sent to them, remember, your resume just has to demonstrate the fit. They'll be happy to help. I'm Jeff Altman. Hope you found this helpful. Visit my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us. There's a lot more there you can watch, listen to, or read to help you find work more quickly. And if we are connected on LinkedIn, send a connection request at linkedin.com/IN/thebiggamehunter. I accept connection requests from people worldwide, except if you look like a third-party recruiter or in a country known for scams or spam. Finally, if you have questions about job hunting, you're like most people, but unfortunately, too many people make the mistake of asking the wrong individuals for advice. Friends, family, people who know little more than them. Even, hiring managers really know little more. They may have hired people, but they don't know the details of the job market like I do. So you can reach out to me in two ways. First of all, if you go to my website, which again is thebiggamehunter.us, there's a tab on the top that says have your job search questions answered. Order time with me, we'll schedule it, I'd be happy to help. Or you can reach me through prestoexperts.com, where I'm a job search and career coaching expert, and I'd be happy to answer your questions. I'm Jeff Altman. Hope you have a great day. Take care.